Guys, welcome to Hustlefreewealth. If oil suddenly becomes expensive, your SIP returns, EMIs, inflation, and even RBI decisions get affected. Over the weekend, tensions between US and Venezuela escalated sharply, and global markets immediately reacted. So naturally, everyone is asking, will oil prices spike? Will gold and silver run up even more? And most importantly, what happens to Indian stock markets? In this video, I'll explain what actually happened, why markets react to these events so fast, and exactly what a normal investor like you and me should and should not do. So, what actually happened? The US launched airstrikes on Venezuela and has captured President Maduro. Venezuela is a country with one very important thing, and that is oil, a lot of oil. It also has some presence in gold and other minerals, but oil is what everyone thinks. Also remember that Venezuela said it will move away from dollar. Iraq and Libya also said something similar. I hope everyone remembers what happened after that. So whenever geopolitics threaten oil production, oil exports, and shipping routes, they all get affected. Markets don't wait for confirmation; they react immediately to risk. So why this matters to India? You might think Venezuela is far away. So why should Indians care? Two reasons. First is oil. India imports more than 80% of its crude oil. Even a $5 to $10 rise in crude prices kind of pushes inflation up. Uh, it pressures the rupee and limits RBI's ability to cut interest rates. And second is global risk. So whenever there is a war or geopolitical tension, global investors reduce risk. They sell equities and move money into gold, US dollar, or bonds. So even if Venezuela itself isn't huge for India, higher oil plus global risk, that equates to short-term volatility in Indian markets. Now let's talk about gold and silver. Gold and silver were already strong before this news, and that was primarily due to global uncertainty and central bank buying. Geopolitical stress simply adds fuel. So, what does this mean for Indian investors? Gold and silver may remain strong or spike further in short term, but prices are already elevated. So this is important. Remember this, guys. Gold is insurance, not a lottery ticket. If you already hold gold through SGBs, gold ETFs, or multi-asset funds, this really simply shows that your hedge is working. Chasing gold or silver aggressively at high prices usually ends badly. Now, the key question, should you be worried about Indian equities? Realistically, we may see short-term volatility, most likely a weak opening on Monday, and then it depends on how BRICS nation react to this. We still need to hear from China, Russia on this. There will be pressure on oil sensitive sectors like airline, paints, and oil manufacturing companies if crude rises. But here is the bigger picture. Venezuela's economy itself is too small to permanently damage Indian markets. India's long term market direction will still depend on earning growth, interest rates, inflation, and India's own economic strength. So, what should a normal Indian investor do? This is the most important part. For equity investors, if you are invested for the long term in quality stocks or diversified mutual funds, do not panic sell. Global events cause short term noise, not permanent damage. One can buy more if there is severe correction. I actually wait for these kind of opportunities, but I don't anticipate severe correction though. For gold, think in terms of allocation, not prediction. Many investors can consider around 10 to 15% of net worth in gold. It depends on their risk profile. If you already have this allocation, you don't need to increase it just because prices are rising. Stay away from FOMO. Uh, for silver, silver is much more volatile than gold. Treat it as a small satellite position, not core wealth. Never build a portfolio around, silver hype. The core rule: your protection doesn't come from predicting headlines. It comes from asset allocation. Equity for growth, debt for stability, and gold for insurance. And that's all on this topic. Most of my content is focused on financial independence, fire, and long term wealth building. But if you would like me to break down stock market moves, Nifty, or major news events like these, just type yes in the comments and I'll make more videos. Uh, And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. The video is for educational purpose. Please consult your financial advisor before making any kind of investment decisions. Have a blessed day ahead.